I am the type of person that would rather fix something than to replace it. Let me give you an example. These lamps go in my bedroom, and they're about 16 years old, and this one broke about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's kind of been on the to-do list to fix. But let me tell you why I haven't fixed it. Because I had a second lamp that still worked. Well, last week that one quit working too. Now they both have different problems, but they both have the same repair. This one, you can actually see that the housing cracked that holds that in place. And here's the top part of the housing. And I could have probably glued it together or something like that to make it work, but that would have been cheesy. So anyways, the second one quit working. These are 3-way switches, by the way. And it got to be where 2 of them didn't work and 1 did. And then that lasted for about 2 years like that, and then finally the third one went out too. So the fix is this. Off of Amazon. I'll leave a link to it down in the description if you need them. They come in brass, gold, chrome, about any color you could ever imagine. And I know that these were originally black, but the black ones actually cost more than these. And I was like, well, I mean, this is $5.99 and the black ones were $6.99. These are metal, the black ones are plastic. In my mind, I'm thinking these are, even though they're cheaper, probably better quality. But basically, it's really simple. I won't be able to show you on this one because I already had it partially taken apart just because of where it broke. But this uses push-in connectors, so the wires just push in, and they could actually be, no, they're push-in. But basically, I'll cut the wire, attach the new piece on there, we'll get it going. When I take the other one apart, I'll show you how it's actually done. Everybody should know how to do this. These lamps, 16 years ago, I originally paid around $60 for the pair. They were like either $29 or $39 each, so $60, $70 for the pair. And if you can fix them for $6 and get another 16 years use out of them, great. So, gonna have to kind of excuse a mess. I'm just trying to get this camera where you can see. Pretty straightforward to do this stuff. If you've never done it before, might seem intimidating, but it's really a very simple fix. You're basically going to be removing 2 wires and putting 2 wires back in, and then just putting it all back together. So let's get started. For tools, I'm just using a multi-tool. This is a Leatherman Charge TI. I also have a Leatherman Surge. All you really need to do is break the wires off or cut them off, then strip the wires. Actually, that pulled right out. Just pulling on it, putting pressure on it, it pulled out. So we'll do that to the other side too. There we go. Now I don't even have to worry so much about stripping the wire back. We'll take that part off, the base. This part right here is what holds the shade on. I'm going to reuse it. I hope it fits. This is the broken top part. Take the new one out of the package. First thing I need to do is make sure these have a screw-in base. I need to make sure that screw fits the stud that's on there. These are generally standardized to work from one lamp to, to work with any lamp. But it's something you want to double check because I have seen some that didn't work before. You can get, these are made in China. They say they're 11 millimeter. You don't know if they're 11 millimeter or 10 millimeter or what they are. But if it fits, then it's going to be a really, really simple fix. And it does actually fit. So I want to just put that on there snug, finger tight for right now. This is our replacement one that's going back in there. This slides out of the bottom, like so. Then you slide the cardboard off of it also, like so. And then that gives you access to where the screws hook up. So all I need to do is make sure that I have enough wire here exposed to put on these terminals. I don't even think that it even matters which way it goes. I'm pretty confident that it don't. So I can just put one wire on there, screw it down, put the other wire on there, screw it down, be done. Pretty much. I probably ought to look at the connector on the end and find out which one is which though, because this does have the connector with a wider end, and I do want to make sure that these are right. Alright, so I don't really have a very good way for you to see this multimeter. You're just going to have to take my word for it. So basically, you've got on your lamp plug, you've got a gold terminal that goes to the center terminal in there, and then the silver screw goes to the side. Now on your plug, you've got a wide terminal and a narrow terminal. Your wide terminal is your neutral, your narrow one is your hot. So I need to find out how these are at the top. So I stick my voltmeter on ohms. I stick one wire there. I go to here, touch it. There's my hot wire that goes to the gold terminal. And this is my negative wire. Making sure it don't have continuity there. And it does there. So now I can go ahead and continue with setting this up. So I go ahead and put the hot wire on first. Not much, but just a little. I actually have a wire stripper. I probably should have brought the wire stripper in earlier today, but I didn't think of it. Because I mostly wanted to show you, if you got a kitchen knife, you could probably do this repair. Alright, now let's try this again. Okay, that's on there pretty snug. I'll do the other side, which is our neutral. I don't even honestly know if you can see that. Sorry about that if you couldn't see. Putting the other terminal on, which is the neutral. Basically just bending the wire around, folding it over. Put it over the screw. Tighten the screw down. Alright, close up my Leatherman before I stab myself or something stupid. Now to get this all back together, you basically just reassemble it like this. That goes to there. You want to pull this wire down. I actually pulled it up to get enough wire to work with. Getting it to pull back down might be fun. Might actually have to take the bottom off. really hoping that I wasn't going to have to take the bottom off. There it goes. You want to leave a little bit of play, but not much. Probably about like that's good. Then you put this part on. Now this will go down inside. You want to make sure that you have this where you want it at too, by the way. Finish tightening this up. A couple turns. Something like that. Then see if our top base fits, which it does. And let me go get a bulb and we'll test this real quick. Trying to make room where you can see once I plug this lamp in. Oh boy. Always fun when you're recording videos. The camera's never set up right. Alright, now let me try to plug this in without knocking the camera over. Because of course, once I move the camera back where it needs to be, now it's in the direct path of my electrical outlet. If y'all know what I go through to make these videos for y'all. Boom! Now I don't think it's a three-way bulb. 1, 2. Yeah, it's not a three-way bulb. But it does work. Good deal. So basically that's how you do it. I'll go ahead and do the next video too, and like the actual taking it apart. And I might skip out to putting it back together because the steps will be the same, but to take it apart, it's really not that complicated. It's not any more complicated than fixing it. Hope you enjoyed this. As always, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your homesteads. And it's always cheaper to fix things yourself.